Hello, Laura.
Hello.
Right, if you go to the PST7,
Okay.
there, right. This is called approaching junctions to turn left and right, yeah?
Mhm.
So that's from major to minor, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah?
Mhm.
So what we're going to do today is we're just going to use this as a carrier subject to show you how to control and educate, yeah?
Right.
So what we're going to do for the first half today is we're going to do a follow through. I'm going to talk you through exactly what to say,
Mhm.
yeah?
Mhm.
And you just repeat back what I'm saying.
Okay.
And but we'll have a little chat about how these work, yeah?
Mhm.
So if you take turning left, turning right,
Yep.
emerging,
Yep.
and crossroads,
Mhm.
you'll see that they're all mirror signal, position, speed, look, routine, yeah?
Mhm.
Now here's where it's a bit hard to understand, is that obviously with a real learner, after you do moving up and stopping, probably be the first subject you probably teach is turning left and then turning right, yeah?
Mhm.
And then you probably go from there on to emerging, yeah?
Yep.
But for the sake of the part 3, I will have had to have done, to do left and right hand turns, I will have had to have done emerging before, yeah?
Right.
Otherwise it just wouldn't be possible for you to carry out the PST, yeah?
Right.
So you start off, if you look upon the brief as mainly for you, not for me,
Mhm.
it's just to remind you of what you're just about to teach,
Okay.
yeah?
Yeah.
And the main ingredients that you need to teach, yeah? So you start off by asking me, have I ever used a mirror signal position speed look routine before, yeah? So have you asked me that?
Have you ever used your mirror signal position before?
Speed look routine.
Oh, okay. Speed look routine.
Yeah, I used it last week. We done a little bit of emerging,
Okay.
yeah?
Mhm.
So you weren't here last week because we're a different instructor.
Mhm.
So I've never seen you do the mirrors, teaching the mirror signal and position. So you'll need to talk me through those at least once, and then you better prompt me on them, yeah?
Right.
So on the brief, you'd ask me some questions about what I'd done last week. So you'd ask me when you were doing your emerging last week,
Mhm.
what mirrors did you check?
Okay. So when you did your immersion, what mirrors did you check?
We didn't do it for very long, but I think I checked the left one first and then the middle one.
The other way around.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously the reason why I'm not going to give you the exact correct answer is to really kind of help you and guide you
Yep.
into not thinking that I'm going to know it straight away, yeah?
Uh huh.
Because I won't until I heard you talk me through it once, yeah?
Okay.
So I need you to talk me through what mirrors to check,
Mhm.
why I'm checking them,
Mhm.
and the consequence of not checking them.
Right.
And then I will get it quite quickly.
Right.
I need you to talk me through when to put the signal on,
Mhm.
why it's important,
Mhm.
the consequences of leaving it too late or doing it too early, and then talk me into my position. My position for left-hand turns is going to be my normal driving position,
Yep.
but my position for right-hand turns is going to be on most roads approximately left to centre, yeah?
Okay.
I would have done the left to centre position last week, but I'll still need you to talk me through it once, and we just run through the importance of being left to centre and the dangers of not being left to centre, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
Mhm.
And then that just basically takes you down to teaching the main ingredients of the turn itself, which is the speed and the look routine,
Okay.
yeah?
Mhm.
So there's going to be 2 speeds. It really does depend on what I can see into the corner, yeah?
Yeah.
If you think back to your Park 2 in Luton, some of the corners we took at about 10 to 12 mile an hour in second gear,
Yep.
and some of them we took at about 5 mile an hour in the first gear.
Yeah.
Can you remember why that was?
Now you're asking me a question.
Well, can you remember why when we were going around some of those tight turnings around by the test centre in Luton that we had to get right down to 5 mile an hour and go into first gear?
Because we couldn't see into the road.
Yeah. So we don't know what's happening. We didn't know what was happening in the road. If we came around at 10 or 12 mile an hour,
Mhm.
it would have been too fast in some of them corners.
Yeah.
And there could have been a pedestrian stepping off the pavement.
Mhm.
Or there could have been
Car.
somebody parked on the corner, yeah?
Mhm.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm.
Yeah, so it's quite simple. It's very important that we talk about identifying the subject. So the word picture would be that I've never done left and right hand turns before, so I'm partly trained. So therefore identification would be very important. And if you're talking about identification, if you have a look just ahead of you there, we can see a left hand turn.
Yep.
But you see it by the gaps in the houses.
Yep.
We can see it by the street name.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's very important that that you're nattering about that and talking about that, because that's good education for me. How to we see a car pulling out,
Yep.
or we could even see a car turning in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So should we have a go at that?
I'll give it my best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have a little go at the brief just to set you up. Yeah.
Mhm.
So have you ever used the mirror signal position speed look routine before, Tony?
Okay. So have you ever used your mirror signal position speed look routine, Tony, before?
Yeah, I done a little bit last week, Laura, on emerging.
Right.
And on approach to the left emerges, what mirrors did you check?
On approach to the left emerge, what mirrors did you check?
I've done it for a short time. I think it was the left and the middle.
Okay. Correct, but maybe not necessarily in the right order.
Yeah, so it'll be...
So it'll be the middle, and
Yeah.
then it'll be the left.
Yeah. And when did you pop your signal on?
And when did you pop your signal on?
Oh, Bob was just telling me when it's sticking on.
Okay.
So it's going to be about 6-7 car lengths.
So it's going to be about 6 or 7 car lengths.
But that's not cast in stone because of the fact that if we did have a road just before the one we wanted,
Yeah.
we would delay the signal
Right.
because we'd confuse people that are coming out of that road and they might well pull out in front of us, yeah?
Right.
And what kind of position did you keep when you were approaching the left-hand emerge?
And what type of position did you keep?
Oh, I kept to the normal driving position, which I think Bob said was about a metre from the curb.
Okay.
And what kind of speed did you have?
And what kind of speed did you have?
He had me doing 2 speeds. He had me coming up about 5 mile an hour and slipping into first gear on some of them.
Yep.
And he had me coming up at 10 or 12 mile an hour and staying a second in some of the other ones.
Okay.
So that was to do with what I could see, yeah?
Yep.
Open and closed, yeah?
Yep. Yep.
And where were you looking?
And where were you looking?
Oh, I had to look right and left. And then as I was turning, I had to look into the road that I was turning into.
Okay.
And what were you looking for?
And what were you looking for?
Oh, I was looking for cars coming from the right into the left.
Mhm.
And I had to keep an eye out for pedestrians as well, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, so on the left and right hand turns today, it's going to be very, very similar. I'm going to be talking you through the approach.
Mhm.
I'm going to be talking you through when to get the gear.
Right.
And we're going to be talking through what we can see into the turning before we turn into the turning.
Okay.
It's really important to keep an eye out for pedestrians.
Yep.
Because pedestrians will always cross between the intersections, yeah?
Mhm.
They won't walk down the road to do it.
Mhm.
Yeah?
Yep.
If the pedestrians are standing on the pavement, we'll carry on with caution, make eye contact with them.
Yep.
If they've got a foot on the road, we wouldn't turn into the road because we don't want to be stopping with our back end sticking out on the road.
Mhm.
We're also looking for the pink elephant on the unicycle, which means anything really.
Yep.
So it could be a vehicle parked on the corner, it could be a skip left on the corner.
Yep.
So we need to consider all of this, yeah?
Yep. Okay.
And then if we see here we've got a car turning right. So after we turn left into that road, this vehicle may well follow us into that road. So we need to check the interior mirror.
Yep.
To see how that vehicle is going to affect this distance and speed wise.
Mhm.
And look in the right hand door mirror to see if that vehicle is going to overtake us.
Yeah.
If he was, we wouldn't accelerate because he'd be alongside us, and if he's alongside us, he could well come into a conflict with an oncoming car, yeah?
Yep.
So if you just turn over the page to the right hand turn, as you can see, it's the same routine,
Yep.
mirror signal position speed lift routine.
Mhm.
Difference is that change of position.
Yep.
On most right-hand turns, we're going to be taking a position left to centre. That's
Yep.
not cast in stone. It just depends on. There could be cars parked on this side of the road, or there could be cars parked on this side of the road.
Mhm.
A few things we've got to consider. One is our point to turn, so we don't cut the corner, which you'll give me a reference point for later on.
Mhm.
And the other is we have to cross the path of this green car here. So we need to be able to judge how we can get from here to there safely. So the first thing that I need to consider is that, you know, can I turn into the road? Because not much point in me having a gap if I just about to turn into the road and find there's a pedestrian crossing the road.
Mhm.
So I must make sure the road that I'm going to turn into is clear.
Yep.
And then if I have got a car coming towards me, I mustn't make it slow, stop or swerve.
Yep.
And the way we work that out is that if I can walk from one side of the road to the other without making this green car slow, stop or swerve, then I can drive it.
Okay.
That make sense?
Yes.
Yeah?
It does.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you understand these little symbols here?
That's the reference point.
That's the reference point for not what?
Turn into the right, into the correct position, into the road.
Yeah. So there is occasions where I will have to cut the corner, i.e. if somebody's parked right in the corner.
Right.
But if I am going to cut the corner, I have to do it with great caution. I've got to make sure I look well into the road, because not much point in me cutting the corner and starting to make the turn to find that I'm going to get stuck halfway across. So I've got to make sure there's no car coming down the road,
Mhm.
or nobody blocking the road.
Right.
That make sense?
It does.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And we're going to identify these left and right hand turns by gaps in the buildings, give way lines,
Mhm.
yeah?
Yep.
Maybe cars coming out on approach.
Yep.
Or cars turning in on approach.
Right.
Any questions on that?
No, not at the moment.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just need to see it in action now.
Yeah, so that just basically sets you up for what you're going to teach, yeah?
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Uh-huh.
So, I'm just going to do a little bit of consolidation, because you will need it here, steering wise.
Right.
So to get me into, let's say, left to centre position, if we look at the steering wheel and we use it as a face of a clock,
Mhm.
if you hold your hands like that and just show me, yeah? So I may ask you to steer 5 minutes to you, Tony, 5 minutes to the right,
Yep.
which would be about there,
Mhm.
yeah?
Mhm.
And hold it there.
Yep.
And then ask me to steer 10 minutes to the left.
Yep.
And hold it there.
Yep.
And then straighten up.
Yep.
Yeah? And I will show you how to pick the reference points up in this car so you can recognise them from that side, yeah?
Right.
Yeah?
Okay.
So that would be to get us into the left to centre position, yeah?
Mhm.
So if you set both these mirrors up so you can see exactly what's happening behind you, don't worry about setting the mirror up on me at all, yeah? Just set up
Yeah.
on the back window, yeah?
Mhm. Yeah.
So if there's nobody behind us and we are doing, let's say, a right hand turn, and you're trying to pick up reference points for not cutting the corner and reference points for left to centre, if there's nobody behind you, it's okay for you to hold me on the live turn, yeah?
Okay.
But if there is somebody behind you and we only manage to pick the reference point up, but you don't have time to talk about the reasons for the reference point, then you can always pull me over afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
That makes sense?
Mhm.
Yeah?
Yep.
Right. So put your book in the back. Your new little book.
Well done.
So you'd asked me to set myself up.
Okay. So if you
Yeah.
could set yourself up,
Yeah,
Tony.
I would have done the cockpit loads of times. Right, I've done all that. And then if you could just ask, just so you know that I got it right, if you just ask me what I can see through the interior mirror.
And what can you see through the interior mirror, Tony?
I'm using this white plastic frame bit as a picture frame. I'm using the back window as a picture, and I put the frame around the picture, and it's straight, and I can see the whole of the back window, and I can see a bit of my head restraint, and I can see a bit of your head restraint as well, yeah?
Okay, fantastic.
And the left door mirror,
And in the left door mirror?
I can see about 2-finger width to the car. I can see the sky at the top, and I can just about see that hedge coming in the middle there.
Okay.
And on the right hand mirror,
Yep.
I can see about 2-finger width to the car. I can see that road sign behind me just coming in the middle. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Yep. So we're going to start up when you're ready.
Okay.
So if you just follow me through, I'm going to give full talk through. If you just follow me through, yeah?
Yeah.
So if you just repeat what I say, a bit like
Okay.
a parrot, really, yeah?
That's fine.
Yeah? So we're going to turn left. So we're going to check the interior mirror.
Okay, so you can check the interior mirror.
So just watch me now, check it.
Okay.
And check the left-hand door mirror.
And check the left-hand door mirror.
And pop your signal on.
Pop your signal on.
And we're going to start steering now. Looking into the new road. We're looking for pedestrians.
Okay.
And we're in the new road now, Tony. We're going to check the middle mirror.
Okay, we're going to check the middle mirror.
That's to see what's anybody followed us through. This is the speed.
Yep.
And we're going to check the right-hand door mirror to see if anybody's overtaken us.
Okay.
If they were overtaking us, we'd let them go.
Yep.
Because if we didn't, they'd be alongside us and they could actually go into a car turning out that road there, yeah?
Okay.
That makes sense?
It is, but it's still a lot to pick up.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Getting there.
And we're going to take the next turning to the left. So we're identifying these turnings by you can see here, yeah?
Yep.
So we check your interior mirror
Okay, so we can check your interior mirror
and check your left-hand door mirror
and check your left-hand door
and
mirror.
pop your signal on now.
And then pop your signal on.
That's about 5 or 6 car lengths. We're going to select second gear
Okay, so let's
and bring the clutch up.
bring the clutch up.
And in the new road, Tony, what mirrors we're going to check?
And in the new road, Tony, what mirrors should you check?
The middle and the right.
Brilliant.
And just ask me, what am I checking, bro?
And what are you checking for?
Oh, the distance of speed of that vehicle behind me. It's a learner behind me. And the right-hand door mirror to see if they're overtaking me. And what would you do if they were overtaking you, Tony?
And what would you do if they were overtaking you, Tony?
I'd let them go.
And why is that?
Good girl. Because they'd be alongside me and they might well hit a car coming round this bend, yeah?
Thanks.
And we're going to turn right.
Okay, turn right, Tony.
So I will be able to do this emerge on my own, yeah?
Right. Okay. Okay.
And at the end, left.
Okay, and at the end of the road, we're going to turn left.
And at the roundabout, Laura, we're going to turn right.
Okay, so at the, we're going to turn right at the roundabout, Tony.
So in between these left and right hand turns, it is possible for you if you got time to fill in some blanks on the mirrors.
Right.
If we're turning right, we check the middle mirror.
Mm-hmm.
If this is the speed, the right hand door mirror to see if anybody's overtaking you.
Yep.
If they were, we'd let them go.
Yep.
If we didn't, they may hit a vehicle come around the bend. Yeah.
Yep.
If we're turning left, it'd be the middle mirror for this is the speed, and the left hand door mirror for bicycles.
Yep.
There was a cyclist there, we'd let them go.
Right, yep.
We wouldn't pop the signal if we're going to frighten them, and we certainly wouldn't turn in front of them because we'd hit them. So we're going to take the next turning to the right. So check your middle mirror.
Check your middle mirror, Tony.
Just make sure I check it. Just say check.
Check, yeah.
And your right mirror.
And your right mirror.
And just say check.
Check.
And pop the signal on.
Pop the signal on.
I'll get the position myself this time, yeah?
Yep.
The reason why I've done that for you there was that we've got a few cars behind us.
Yep.
A new road, what mirrors are you going to check, Tony?
And what mirrors are you going to check, Tony?
Middle and right.
Lovely. And why is that?
So just make sure I check them.
Okay.
Just say, come on, check them.
Check them. Check
All
them.
right, yeah. That's good. Well done. Be bossy.
And why should we check those?
Oh, this is the speed and anybody overtaking me.
Fantastic.
And we're going to turn left. So we're going to check the middle mirror.
Okay, so you can check them. What mirror are you going to check, Tony?
No, so middle mirror
Middle mirror
and left mirror.
and left mirror.
Come on, make sure I check.
check them, Tony.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Pop the signal on.
Pop the signal on.
Look into the road.
Yeah.
We're looking for pedestrians. We're looking for parked cars.
Okay.
And the new road.
I need to know new road. What mirrors should you check?
And
Tony?
middle and right.
Okay. And why is that?
Oh, this is a speed, and anybody overtaking me.
Brilliant.
And Laura, we're going to turn left at the end.
Okay. So I'm going to take the next left. Okay.
Get the handles from the right.
So what mirrors are you going to check, Tony?
Middle and right. And at the second roundabout, we're going to be turning left.
Okay. So the second roundabout, Tony, we're going to take the next left.
And we're looking for these left and right hand turns. We can identify them by these gaps in the buildings. We might well see the giveaway lines. We might well see vehicles turning in and turning out.
Yep.
So we're going to take the next turning to the left.
Okay. We're going to take the next turning to the left.
So what mirrors are you going to check?
So what mirrors are you going to check?
Middle and left.
And why is that?
So say, come on, check.
Come on, check it.
Yeah. And where are you going to signal?
And where are you going to signal?
I'm not too sure.
Okay, we're going to signal to the left.
I'm going to signal now, yeah?
Lovely.
And get second gear.
I'm going to second gear.
And make sure you bring the clutch up, Tony.
Make sure you bring the clutch up,
yeah.
Tony.
Yeah, it's very important the clutch is up. Because if the clutch is down, we're coasting. And what that means is that it is possible we come into the corner too fast. Or if it was going uphill, we could actually come in and not have the power to actually make the turn, yeah?
So stall it.
Yeah, or even roll back, yeah?
Okay.
And new road, Tony, what mirrors are you going to check?
And what mirrors are we going to check?
Middle and right.
Okay.
And we're looking out for these left and right hand turns, Tony. So we're looking for gaps in the buildings.
Okay.
Where cars turning in.
And cars coming out.
Yeah. And we can see a gap just down there on the left. So we're going to take the next turning to the left.
Okay.
So what mirrors are you going to check?
So what mirrors are you going to check? Tony?
Middle and left.
Okay, you're going to check your mirrors?
All right, sorry.
Yeah,
Very
lovely.
good. Well done. We're going to pop the signal on now. That's about 6 car lengths.
Okay.
And we're going to slip into first gear, Tony.
Slip into first gear, Tony.
And clutch up.
And clutch up.
And we're going to look into the road for pedestrians
So look-
and any obstructions, yeah?
Yep.
If there was a pedestrian standing on the pavement there, we just make eye contact with them and carry on. But if they had a foot in the road, we'd let them go, yeah?
Right.
And new road, we're going to check the middle mirror, right mirror. And at the end of the road, we're going to turn left. We're going to delay the signal this time, Tony, because we have got a road beforehand. So we'll signal about now.
Okay.